Peace, power, and protection, my beautiful Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning and tapping into your transmission. I thank you so much for tuning in. If you are here for the first time, welcome, beloveds. I go by the name of Q. I channel messages intuitively. I am Clairaudient. So the way things work on my side of the planet is I do incorporate music into my readings, and the way that it works, the name of the songs, lyrics within the song, names of the artists, maybe even the timestamp on this clock, it will all correlate to whatever I may be channeling intuitively, as well as what the cards may be showing, and it all just blends very beautifully. So my spiel here is eat the fish, spit out the bones, meaning if it doesn't apply, just let it go, let it flow, let it fly by. Never try to force anything to be your story. Know that you're more than just your sun sign, so check your natal chart to see what other placements you may have that will correspond or correlate to whatever you may be experiencing in this moment. My readings are also timeless, so whenever this video has popped up in your feed, that was in fact divine timing and in divine order that you've done so, beloved. So without further ado, we are going to dive right in. We are going to proceed with your read, see what the cards have to say, beloveds. I have the incense burning just to keep the ambiance, give some beautiful, powerful, light energy. I've called upon the angels and the guides to watch over us during this reading. Little Sandy is my new little kitten. She's making a debut. So she's probably been in several videos, but she may be making a debut for you, my beautiful Sag. But let's go ahead and proceed for the read. Katara is somewhere else in the house. She's doing her own thing right now. But let's see what we got coming and going out, going on. So it is currently 7:47 on the Clock. So it's 7:47 on the Clock. You can look up in the corner. And we have Julie Driscoll. Someone's name could be Julie or Driscoll, first, middle, or last. And this is called Season of the Witch. Some of you all could definitely be witches. And that just simply means that you utilize your own power of intention to manifest. So you may be someone who is very much into the occult. You could have been born in 1968 because I'm seeing that number here as well. So 1968, that breaks down to 15, which breaks down to 6. So with the 747 that we saw initially, that breaks down to 9. So with the 747, that breaks down to 9. So with the 9, I'm definitely getting a sense of like you all being in almost like this hermit mode where you've been just kind of like, really going within, doing a lot of introspective and reflective work. That is very typical during this time. During the winter seasons, it is very typical to be in like an incubation status or to be in almost like hibernation, because what that is just a moment of reflection, pause, of building yourself, your strength, your wisdom. So you could be studying, you could be reflecting, you could be working on certain things. With Season of the Witch, you could be even doing a lot of spell work at this time, manifesting or setting your intention towards other dreams, goals, and aspirations. So I'm feeling definitely like that hermit mode. I'm definitely feeling a sense of very guarded and protected. So you may be very particular about who you allow into your bubble, who you allow into your home. Very much someone who's been through a lot, experienced a lot of disappointment, and now you're very guarded, because I'm seeing almost like that 9 of Wands. But you're also very self-sufficient, very much someone who loves themselves. I feel like, because I'm seeing like this eye, so I do feel like you may have a lot of people kind of watching, and you may pick up on that as a witch or as someone who's very much, capable of tapping into that Christ consciousness, their intuition, and someone very discerning. So you may really be able to pick up on energy, which is why I'm picking up a sense of you being very guarded, or you kind of disconnecting from others, in this like, like in this energy of like solitude, or kind of like isolating yourself. And that is a very powerful disposition to be in. Protecting your energy is very it's very necessary nowadays, because there's so much like spiritual warfare going on. You got monitoring spirits, you got people who are intentionally doing things. And I just saw 444, so you're definitely protected, and your angels are around you as well. You may have a lot of evil eyes kind of watching as well, because I'm picking up with that eye that I just saw. So we're going to see what the cards have to say. That's just what I'm picking up. But again, someone's name could be Julie or Driscoll, first, middle, or last, or there could be a J or a D that is of significance. So we have the 19 light, and that 19 is the sun card in traditional tarot. So I do feel like you're highly intuitive, or you may have had some sort of illumination to a situation. I do feel like things are getting happier for you. With Season of the Witch, you may have manifested something, and you can see like the stars are like obtainable, like she's able to reach them. So it's almost like there's some sort of blessing, some sort of wish fulfillment. And if you look closely, there's like these orbs, and those orbs represent like spirits, your angels, your ancestors. We did see that 444, so I feel like your angels are aligning you with something that you may have manifested, or something that you may have, sent petitions or prayers and affirmations and mantras and chanting, and now it's in your energetic field. It's something that is attainable. I feel with the light, you're definitely feeling lighter. Your energy levels could be lighter now. There may have been a period where you were feeling a little more heavy, or there was definitely a lot of energy around you where you didn't necessarily feel like you were in a safe space. I feel with the light, you've seen something that you may not have seen before. So it's like you now have like, aha, like you see something, or you've had that epiphanous moment. So with this light, and then moving on, you definitely have had some sort of some sort of download where it's time to move on, or it's time to, kind of walk away from people, places, things that no longer serve you. With this 6 and this 19, that 10, that does show that there's been some sort of demise of something, because the 19 breaks down the 10, or the ending of something. So it could be the ending of confusion, because you can see he's coming from the darkness and into the light. So this could have been like a dark night of the soul journey, or doing shadow work, and you finally have the clarity. You can see the light, you can see the truth. The sun card is really a card that just kind of encourages that there are happier times ahead, or that there's some sort of happy ending. I feel with you moving on, that's a choice that you're making. With the 7 that these two cards reduce to, the 6 and the 1, I'm seeing that this is like you asserting yourself, or you having some sort of triumphant outcome or a victory in a certain scenario, because I'm seeing the Chariot with that energy. You're definitely feeling more balanced, more harmonized, more in control. And I feel like as a witch, you know that you are, and you know that you are powerful or magical, or you can set your focused intention to manifest something. So I feel like you're in the space where you are utilizing or tapping into that alchemical force, because that 19, the 1, is also the Magician. So these cards are literally wanting to fall out, and I'm going to let them. So whenever that happens, okay, and another card just fell out. So those are like messages that are choosing themselves. We have fertility here, which is the Empress. So this is why I was picking up on that energy of you feeling very light, or you're in the light, or you are definitely in this energy where you are tapping into that alchemical force. This is the Empress energy. So she utilizes all of the elements around her of water, fire, earth, air, ether, same as the Magician, because the Empress has reached a level of self-mastery, and she's bringing in balance. She's bringing in balance. She's bringing in something to, bring some sort of equilibrium into the equation. So she is tapping into her own alchemical force. The Empress is, all of the queens. She has all of the attributes and characteristics of all the queens. So she knows how to utilize each of those principles, each of those elements to her benefit. As you can see here with the balance, this is like all of the different tools, the sword, the chalice, the pentacle, and the staff. So that's what this Empress knows how to do. So this shows that you've reached a level of self-mastery, like the power that you possess. You also know how to co-create with source, even if you're a divine masculine. But this Empress is very powerful. She's definitely knows how to attract what she wants or what he wants. This is someone that's very powerful, beautiful, attractive, self-sufficient, independent, knows their worth. This is someone that is also capable of manifesting whatever they desire to them. We have Cool in the Gang, fresh. So I do feel like, if you were, kind of confused and conflicted, you're getting like a fresh perspective. I feel like you also don't let anything ruffle your feathers. Like you know how to remain cool, calm, and collective, or you maintain, like you're calm even in the thick of things. Like you have an ability to remain calm and to think clearly, whereas other people could be like, kind of all over the place. You maintain your cool. Others may see you as very cool as well. So we have this Patience card. This Patience is the number 14. So this is like the Temperance. So as I can see here, it's like if you have been manifesting something, you can see this feminine has like a seed, and she's watching the seed literally like grow and blossom into a beautiful flower plant. So this shows that timing, divine timing, is always of essence, that we are not in control of anything, but it shows that patience has been key in you manifesting something. So you're manifesting something. The Spirit is saying good things take time to create, especially with fresh. I feel like the patience, like your patience was tested, but because you stuck something out, or you stuck it through, or you stayed, on course, it's like you're seeing things from a different perspective. You're almost like appreciating the process here. The 14 does break down to 5, which is the Hierophant. So I do feel like this is helping to build your autonomy or your capacity in a particular area. Maybe you're honing a particular skill, learning something. You could be in a class. You could be learning from a master teacher, an elder, a shaman, a light worker, or maybe even sitting at the feet of a paternal or maternal figure in your family. But this is giving you and showing you that patience is a form of action as well. So it isn't so much about waiting for something to happen, but also like co-creating it, being very active, proactive in the process of whatever you're working on manifesting. So the seed, you're cultivating it, you're nurturing it, and you've watered it, and you're watching it, you're giving it your attention, and you're setting your intention at the same time. And so this is definitely showing that something is blossoming, because you could clearly see there is a plant here. So I feel like something is blossoming and blooming, and it will flourish. That 5 shows your maturation, just in terms of like whatever this skill, gift, and talent is that you've been honing or mastering. It's like you are now in a position where you can be a teacher. You can help teach others as well. That's beautiful. You also have harmony here. Look at that. So this harmony, this number 6, that's the Lovers. So I am feeling like, as I said earlier, you're more balanced, you're more in emotional, and even spiritual equilibrium. This Patience also could be speaking to a divine feminine, divine masculine that could be coming into union. This is definitely something that is predestined, or something that will feel like past life love, or something that will feel like, this is your yin to your yang, yang to your yin. The way these two are kind of looking into one another's eyes and creating love just from their touch, their physical touch. This is like words are unspoken, so there will be some very strong synergy or chemistry that you will have with someone. And with this song, Cool in the Gang is saying like, she's fresh, she's so fresh, exciting. She's so exciting to me. So that's kind of like what someone is feeling. Like this is going to feel like something new, something beautiful. It's like refreshing to bump into you. Maybe it's been taking some time. As I said, good things take time to create. Maybe this is you coming into union with another, with someone that you are destined to be with, someone that you are ordained to be with even. This could turn into marriage, because the 11 is 1/2 of 11, which represents twin flame. But that 11 is also giving me like the 2. When you break that down, the 2 of cups. So this will be like equal exchange of give and take. This will definitely be someone that will feel very familiar. This is someone that, you may words are unnecessary. It's like you just know what this person is thinking or feeling. You may finish one another's, sentences. There will be this instant connection or instant synergy, chemistry. There will be some form of familiarity or similarity. Someone is also going to see you as a wish fulfillment, because we have I'm Wishing on a Star by Rolls Royce. And so just like I said with that 5, where you've planted some sort of seed, where you've been manifesting, I feel like you've also been patiently waiting for this, and Spirit is saying it's coming, because this is the overall energy. You also have emotional loss, so there's been pain, and that's why you are manifesting something new to kind of like restore your your belief in love, or restore your feeling of just restore this absence that you may be feeling. And so with this emotional loss, there could have been a loss of a loved one. Maybe, someone may have transitioned, because I'm not getting like someone did something, to betray a trust. I feel like someone may have transitioned into the spirit realm, because I feel like this person has been like healing themselves slowly but surely. But you can see how the pain is like kind of like permeated in the atmosphere. But this is like Spirit's way of showing like, you have been doing a lot of work in correlation with universe source to heal. So you've been approaching this in a very healthy manner, and I feel like you may have been asking for the Most High, for your angels to bring you love again, because with what I'm Wishing on a Star, I'm definitely feeling like there is love coming in, because what I'm seeing there, what she's holding is like a little thing that says love, and then rose also is very symbolic of love. So I feel like that's why this harmony is coming back, that you're back into harmony emotionally, spiritually. When you're in equilibrium, then you can attract what you are. When you're still healing from past pains, wounds, and traumas, then it's going to take some time for things to come in, and that could be why this Temperance, divine timing, could be of essence, because it is a matter of you healing from whatever you've experienced. But with that 5 and that 11, that breaks down to 7. So I do feel like there is this sense of like you having a little bit of confusion, and Spirit wants you to be very exact about what you want. So you may be calling on things, or you may be requesting love, or requesting certain things from Spirit, but Spirit wants you to be sure. So it's like whatever your wishes are, it's like you're going to get exactly what you asked for. But I feel like there's still some sort of pain that you're recovering from. And I'm just getting a sense of like someone transitioned, someone that you could have been with for 7 years, 14 years, 6 years, 5 years, 11 years. Some of you 25 years I'm picking up. And then we have the waiting game. So yeah, this is taking patience. That's why patience is here. I feel like you're kind of trying to rush this process. Like you just want someone. And I feel like this is a very important time to not only heal thyself, but to learn to love thyself, so that you can attract someone that will be perfect for you. So the waiting game isn't just about waiting. Like I said, it's really about what you do as you wait, and so I do feel like, it's requiring patience, because good things do take time to create. But even in this card of waiting, you can see this big, like this is like a tree almost. So this is like you're manifesting almost someone else that will eventually be like your significant other. Because again, this 2 is showing up, and I was picking up with these cards here, that there was 2, because the 5 and the 7 breaks down the 5 and the 11 breaks down to 7. But I was also getting, like there was, with these 2 cards, the 2 where there was also like, just equal exchange of give and take, that 2 of Cups type of energy. And so you're waiting patiently for that energy here. But Spirit is saying before that could come in, you must heal. You must heal from the emotional loss that you suffer from, or that you may have experienced. or may be experiencing right now. And this is a waiting game. The 2 is also, it deals with decisions and choices. So I feel like Spirit wants you to choose yourself first. Because you cannot love anyone until you heal. Or else you'll just be rebounding, and whatever baggage, whatever emotional baggage you may be carrying, it will negatively impact the next connection or the next relationship. So, Spirit is just really telling you to really take time to heal thyself so that you can love thyself. And then ultimately you will know thyself and you'll know what you're deserving of. We have Evelyn Champagne King. This is called The Show Is Over. So with that energy, with The Show Is Over, I do feel like, there was something where maybe there was, this feeling like, okay, there's something that can definitely, something that can continue on. But I feel Spirit is saying no, that phase of a situation is done. So it's like Spirit is giving you an opportunity, a window of opportunity to start something afresh, anew. Because with the show, it's like that part of the story is over. That part of a situation is done, especially with the emotional loss. So it's like you could still have residual energy you're still dealing with. But Spirit is, the word that's really sticking out is over. So you're still trying to deal with the fact that something is over, that someone is gone, and that's why that emotional loss came out. With this fertility card, who or what you're attracting to you, you're attracting a divine feminine, a divine masculine. This is someone that is definitely very confident and powerful and knows their worth and value. And that's why Spirit is telling you to work on yourself, because you attract what you are, and there's no doubt about it, Sag, that you are, a very lovable person. But Spirit wants you to be your most powerful self. So you got a couple of cards that flew out and chose themselves. So we have this beautiful card of material and spiritual prosperity here for when we pull how, who, or what you're attracting to you feels about you. And so we have the universe. So there is going to be something that wraps up. I do feel like there could be some sort of distance, because this is like the world card in traditional tarot. The number 21 is the world. In this deck is universe. So I do feel like, Spirit is saying that you are the sole controller of your universe. So you are what you think you are. So I really feel like Spirit is telling you, that you've definitely are, turning your pain into a superpower, because that 21 does break down to 3. And we clearly see that you've suffered from emotional loss. But that 3 also is dealing with the Empress, which we just saw with fertility. So it is showing that you have taken the time, to learn, to heal, to grow, to find that emotional, spiritual equilibrium. And when you do, you could graduate to the next level. If there is distance, physical or emotional, from someone specific or someone that is, meant to be in your life, I feel like there is a sense of someone kind of like, manifesting something that's like coming in very close. Like, I guess something is very tangible. Something is coming in, like it's this wish fulfillment. Look at all these beautiful stars. This shows that you have learned to like trust the process and navigate difficult circumstances, overcome trials and tribulations. I'm definitely seeing like you've learned to master yourself, master your emotions, master, painful circumstances. Like you've overcome those things. You've gained a deeper, more profound understanding. This mental conflict is something that you may be suffering in silence. That's why Spirit is saying it's a waiting game. That's why Spirit was saying patience, because you could be really like up in your head. This is confusion. This is frustration even. Trying to make a decision or a choice, being stuck in two minds. But with that mental conflict, with the 2 and the 21, I feel like you're gonna find some sort of clarity. Because with the 5 that this breaks down to, maybe a conversation will help ease your mind. Maybe even if you're communicating, expressing your truth, maybe through counseling or maybe through therapy, you're expressing something. Maybe you're going through therapy and it's helping to clear your mind. It's helping you to see your way clearer, or it's giving you some form of clarity. Because I do get someone very conflicted, very troubled. And that's why waiting game and patience is here. Because I do feel like, you could be, still suffering in silence. And this is something that you may really desire, but there's still this emotional loss and baggage that you're still dealing with. And so Spirit is saying that whatever it is that you may be calling in and manifesting, because I do feel like many of you, are manifesting something, especially with us opening up the reading with, Season of the Witch. I do feel like you're manifesting new love, or you're calling in or setting intention for new love. And Spirit is saying, let's make sure that you are fully healed before anyone or anything new could come in. With this material and spiritual prosperity, I definitely feel like you have been just, and you are on the precipice of something new, something exciting, something very happy. You resulting in something resulting in a happy ending, because we did see that 19 light, And now we have Carl Thomas. Someone's name could be Carl or Thomas, first, middle, or last. This says summer rain. So maybe something will happen in the summertime. I'm also getting with rain, like rain is a water element. So I get, that summer rain energy is just, to me, making me feel like a very emotional circumstance. But you've gained some sort of like clarity. You've reached some sort of victorious outcome. I feel like things are moving right ahead for you. Like this is giving victories and celebrations for you. So how does who or what our beloved Sagittarius is attracting to them feel about them? Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection for how who or what our beloved Sag are attracting to them feels about them. Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection. Beautiful Spirit. So okay. And so we have firm foundation here when we pull what's hidden in the energy. So we have trapped in fear. So there is this sense of fear, being confused, conflicted. That's more of this energy lingering. Someone may be confused about you. Maybe because there could be this energy of like, someone may feel like you're still emotionally attached to someone else. So there is this sense of like, maybe they're up in their head about a connection if they are wanting to come in. Maybe it's been a long time since someone has transitioned, but they may feel like you're not over it, or you're still like, because this is how someone feels about you. So they could be like trapped in fear, unsure if this is going to work out in the way that they are hoping it would. So that shows me confusion, mental conflict, anxiousness, unease, because that fear is false expectations appearing real. This also could be something that's self-imposed. We also have obstacles and challenges. So they do find, that there can be some sort of obstacles that they may be met with in pursuing you, or in coming towards you, or pursuing you. But I do feel like there is, some angels that are guiding the way. Because if you look here, there is still hope, because these little lightning bugs are kind of guiding the way to show this person the path. And if you look closely on the plank, there is like a bird, which I believe is like a hawk. So it's almost like Spirit is giving them some sort of bird's eye view, helping them to see clearly the obstacles to avoid. Because if you take one wrong step, it could lead to the death of something. So it's almost like Spirit is giving someone, that hope, that optimism. If there is some sort of mental conflict or some sort of fog, that someone is experiencing, I feel like these little lightning bugs is, giving them some sort of clarity in how to approach. We also have the 4 discontent and bored. And if you look closely on the ground here, there's like the rainbow of colors. This person is they're going back into the darkness, which is what can trigger a lot of like depression and that discontent and boredom. If you just go outside, that brings clarity, that brings, a lot of truth. We have Black Rob Woe. So there is this sense of someone may feel some sort of impact of love. this could be the reason why someone is so confused, because the heart chakra is really showing that someone really has feelings that they may not have admitted to or even recognized, especially with woe. It may be very shocking, or it may be something that, you know, is causing someone a little angst, little confusion here, because they don't know how to approach the situation. They find it to be very challenging for them. They feel like you've also been through a lot, and so, you know, it's like they want to comfort you, but maybe they don't know how. They definitely feel a lot of love. Their heart chakra is opened and expanded for you. Someone's name could be Rob. Someone could be from Harlem, New York. They definitely feel like they could have and establish like some sort of solid foundation with you. That's like the home, the hearth. That's like, you know, having that happy family. That's like having that person that you could be in support of, or vice versa. That's like a team. That's like building a will, legacy, family legacy, you know. What's hidden in the energy for my beloved Sag? Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection for my beloved Sag. There's no denying this person loves you, because we have the harmony card. We also have this heart chakra. And the harmony, to me, like I said, is like the lovers. Thank you, Spirit. It's just confirmed that when I said there's no denying someone loves you. But someone is really, they got a lot of heavy energy here with, you know, conflict and defeat, mental conflict, and you got emotional loss. But the card that flew out is love begins. So what's hidden is that there can be, you know, this happy ending, because this Ace of Cups is really saying that the angels are opening up, you know, a situation where there could be a restoration of love, you know, but it's going to require a lot of work, you know, for someone to get past whatever emotional loss and conflict and confusion that they're currently feeling. You know, maybe this love will be very healing, because the first love is, you know, that self-love is, that's why the healing is necessary, because when you heal, then you realize that you're lovable. You know, you start realizing why you're lovable. You start loving yourself. That's an inside job. So this love begins can be the love of self. You know, restoring that love of self, even in the absence of someone. If this isn't something as traumatic as the loss of a loved one, which, you know, resulted in their demise, this could just be feeling like the loss of a situation. That could very much feel like a death. Someone could have really struggled, really went through depression. Someone could have had some sort of like mental illness. Definitely took them down a very dark path. But I feel like they're slowly but surely recovering. They've had a lot of support. This has required patience. For the outcome, we have conflict and defeat on the bottom of the deck. So there's been a lot of challenges. We have deadly venom, and this is called word life. So with deadly venom, I do feel like there was something very toxic. This could even be like, you know, negative self-talk. This could be someone mind-ucking another person. This could be a dark depression, because this person's going down the stairs, which means there's like a decline. You know, someone is like their mental health, their mental faculties is like in a very dark place. So they could have a lot of challenges. And with this conflict and defeat, it's like they feel defeated. They're in a defeatist mindset. So it's like they may not be very hopeful or optimistic. So that's someone that has like negative talking points, or someone who could be depressed, as I said, or someone could literally have some sort of mental illness. And I'm hearing like someone could suffer from anxiety, depression. Someone could also have like, bipolar. They could have really high highs and really low lows. So divine spirit of peace, power, and protection. What is the outcome? Thank you, Spirit. So that's beautiful. It says positive movements forward. So definitely coming out of this dark place and moving on to bigger and better. And this is beautiful because that same 8 that we saw, and look at that intuition. So someone is going to follow their intuition. I definitely feel that's leading someone to some sort of new phase and stage. But this 8 of mental, this trapped in fear. It's like someone is finally going to come out of that. And as I said, this could be, and it says world life. I said word life, but this is world life. So that world is telling me that there is this sense of, having some sort of ascension, like spiritual awakening, because the world card, like I said, for who or what you're attracting to you, the universe card came out, and this is the world card in this deck, because that number 21, that's the world. So that's showing that there has been some sort of graduation. So it's like someone has finally gotten out of their head, realized that they are the sole controller of their destiny. So this is someone taking their power back, and not allowing themselves to be trapped in fear or confused. So they're literally coming out of this space where, this is self-imposed mental anguish to now, trust in the process with this happy ending. I love that. And it's because they're following their intuition. When you listen to your intuition, use that gumption, then, this is definitely going to lead you in the right path and not have you led astray. So I do feel that's a beautiful energy here. And there goes the 7, the Chariot I was picking up on when I was reading those cards. So there goes that Chariot. And I did say there was going to be some sort of triumphant outcome. So just hold on. If you are seeking counseling, if you are going to counseling, someone is definitely holding on to someone else, because we got memories of love. Someone that may have transitioned. Some of you all may be like sending, how you could, like, in honor of a loved one that has passed on. I know in Asian culture, they usually will light a candle or like a lantern, and they'll set it free in the ocean. And that's what this is reminding me of. So I'm definitely getting, with that correlation of the ocean, deep emotional loss. But there is definitely something leading you in a whole new path. This does deal with family, because I see an Ankh, and the Ankh deals with the Trinity, man, woman, child. This rounded portion represents the feminine. This point represents the male phallus, the masculine, and the fallopian tubes are represented by these 2 points here. So I do feel like this is dealing with someone who may have lost, like, the mother or father to their child, or their own mother or father that could have transitioned, a loved one. And this right here is just saying, by trusting your intuition and following your intuition when you make decisions and choices, it will lead you to a very positive circumstance. Because remember, you also had some choices to make. It says obstacles and challenges. So it's like you do choose the right path. Spirit does give you that guidance. And with this big, beautiful sun, it's like you're going in the direction of the sun, which represents a dawning of a new day, a new beginning. Very much, because you've healed thyself. And when you heal thyself, you learn to love yourself. You get more inspiration. So this is a beautiful reading. I'm going to end it there, my beautiful Sag. Thank you so much for tuning and tapping in. If you found that this message resonated, please be kind. Hit the like button. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload. If you are interested in booking a consultation with me, just check the description box below and it will take you to my Etsy shop. But thank you so much for tuning and tapping in. Until next time, send a big fat out. Peace, love, and light.